everyone. Actually, in my case, good morning, but that's not when I'll be publishing this video. But welcome to GubbaGaming. I'm Petter and I'm playing another NES game today. It's Gun.Smoke, one of my childhood favorites. Western cowboy game of sorts. Plays very much like a shoot 'em up, but instead of a spaceship, you control a cowboy and you fight off bad guys in the Wild West. A very hard game, very cool and amazing, fun game, really. I remember beating it when I was 12 or 13 maybe, or something like that. I have tried it a few times since I got it. I got it at the Retro Fair last Saturday, actually. And I yesterday made it to the final boss, but I failed to defeat him, so let's see how I do today. Just bear with me for a second and I'll start the game up. See you in a bit. Year of 1849 in the small town called Hicksville, where the pioneers worked hard during the gold rush era. One day a group of outlaws known as the Winggates came into town, killed the sheriff and took over the town. The Wingates raided the town every day and terrified the people in Hicksville. Then came a lone gunman in the windy afternoon with a sunset behind him to save the town, to save the people of Hicksville from the Winggates. Good stuff. Let's start the game up and see what it has in store for us. The town of Hicksville is where we start. And we'll first have to deal with Bandit Bill, who's wielding a rifle, and there is a reward of $10,000. Yeah, as you can see, this plays very much like a space shooter. The screen scrolls by itself and we can move about pretty freely, and we can engage with enemies and collect power-ups. And the boots there gives me a little... This isn't starting off very well, but let's not despair. What I was about to say was that the boots there give me a bit of a speed boost, and the rifle extends the range of my firepower. And look at this, here's a POW. Haha, take that, lawbreakers. Yes, another boot makes me a bit faster, and here is a friendly lady of the town who is not afraid to stand up to the oppressors by selling me guns. So I'm gonna go for a shotgun. I'm not using that now because I need to collect ammo. And as you can see there, now the enemies drop ammo every now and then. Oh, look at that. A horse. Now I'm the hero on the white horse. The music is pretty good as well. As is the case when I recorded myself playing Russian Attack, the sound isn't coming through that well on this setup. Sorry about that, but there's a bit of static in the background there. Anyway, this defiant villager or townsman sells me ammo. He can sell me a horse if I don't have one, and he also sells me the wanted poster. In each level, before you can engage the final boss, you need to find the wanted poster, which is hidden somewhere and I think it's right here. Yeah, there it is. You have to find it. If you detect that there's sound coming when you're just firing your guns into seemingly nowhere, there might be a hidden wanted poster there. There are other hidden power-ups as well, but the wanted poster is what matters, because if you don't find that, you're just gonna repeat the level over and over again until you do, or until you buy the wanted poster from the aforementioned townsperson. And those of you with keen eyes saw that I picked up a red sort of power-up, and that was an extra life actually. And now we're about to engage Bandit Bill, so I'm switching to the shotgun. There he is. And my horse has taken 2 hits already, that's why it's on its last leg here. And you do see why I compare this to sort of space shooters, because it's basically bullet hell in the Wild West. Damn it. I'm sorry, horse. I should have taken better care of you. Come on, Bandit Bill, stand up. There we go. Haha! A nice straight line right across the wanted poster. And we head to the boulders, and here we have Cutter, and he's armed with a boomerang, of course. What 80s game with any self-respect wouldn't include a boomerang? Once again, there's a nice little soundtrack, but don't let that lose our sense of peril, because death comes swiftly in the Wild West. And already gathered almost 30,000. I suppose it's dollars, but I get them by shooting enemies and not only by collecting the bags of money, so whatever, in-game currency. And now I have money to buy a few more guns. I'm gonna go with the smart bomb and the machine gun. And I need to collect some ammo before I can use any of them, of course. But the smart bomb is quite neat because it sort of saves you from one hit. If you're hit, or if you come in contact with an enemy, what happens is all enemies on the screen are defeated. Oh, look at that, the wanted poster. And you lose your smart bomb. So it only saves you from one hit, but sometimes that makes all the difference. And I believe the horse is only freely available on the first level, so from now on I have to buy it, but I don't have the money for that right now. But on the upcoming levels I might have to, because they get increasingly harder, as any game should be. Oh, there we have it. I triggered the smart bomb because I was sloppy, but I'm still alive. So, bad guys, take notice. I'm coming for you. Is this where we encounter the final boss, maybe? No, it wasn't. But it should be soon enough, though. What about here? Now, here we go. Let's switch to the machine gun. Basically the same pattern, fire pattern as my regular guns, but they're firing a lot quicker, of course. And I believe that's all they wrote for. Cutter! And I collect the price of $12,000 and I go on to Comanche Village. Devil Hawk has the weapon of the fireball and he yields a price sum of $25,000. New soundtrack. And there are some new enemies firing arrows and just jumping around. Well, let's see what let's get another smart bomb and let's also get the Magnum. Now, I feel a lot better knowing that I can at least take one hit without having to worry. Oh, and there's the POW. Let's wait for it. There we have it. And these guys throw hatchets, I believe. Man, the screen is getting busy. Ooh, it's hectic and need to be alert and constantly on the move. Never stand still. Oh, look at this. If I would pick up one of those skulls, that would decrease my speed and how far my bullets reach. So we should avoid those. And there's a friendly villager. Maybe go for a horse? Yep, I think we should. That gives us another 3 hits that we don't have to worry about. So the horse plus the smart bomb. Maybe I should wield my Magnum for a bit. It packs a bit more punch. The thing is that if you die using one of the other weapons, which is not your original gun, hey man, look at that tent, it's like a clown car, then you lose it. So I'm playing a bit safe, only using the Magnum when I am on the horse, and know that I can take 3 hits before I have to worry about losing my gun. That's 1 hit. That was sloppy of me. I don't know if the Magnum is actually a stronger weapon or just that it pierces straight through the enemy and goes on to hit the next one. I don't know. But it feels good using it. Lots of things going on the screen right now, and I still have ammo. Hey there, villager. I think I have all the weapons now, yeah. But thank you anyway. Appreciate the support there, man of the people. Enemies creeping up on you from behind, that's a bit worrisome. Okay, and there we have the wanted poster. So now we're going for the boss. And my horse is on its last leg. Oops, almost collected the skull there. And another clown car tent full of people. Just gonna switch to the smart bomb since I've lost my horse, because I feel a bit safer doing so. And we're probably right at the boss, I think. This is it, yes. Let's stick to the regular guns. There we have. Those are the fireballs that we read about on the wanted poster. And the first hit is always the hardest to inflict, and then it goes easier from there. One more. Take that. We're advancing. We're collecting a prize of $25,000. Death Mountain, and here we have Ninja. And the ninja throws darts. Again, 80s games. If they have any self-respect, they have ninjas. And what makes sense more than ninjas in blue costumes running through the desert? What is more Western-like than that? Look at that! Doesn't that look like the perfect attire for traveling the desert? Oh dear. Need to talk less and focus on the game more. Now let's see what you have in store for me here. I already have all of those. So let's press on. Oh dear. It's hard when they sneak up on you from behind. So now I don't have a smart bomb. I need to be extra careful now not to make a tit out of myself. Allow them to come high enough on the screen, and then I can move behind them and have my way with them. Oh, a moment of invulnerability. And the tables turn, and they perish immediately by just coming in contact with me. Video game logic goes both ways sometimes. A horse, my cowboy hat for a horse, or what did Shakespeare write? Yeah. Important to remain focused. And so far I haven't seen a wanted poster, but I bet it's around here somewhere. Just have to remember. Here we have something. Okay, that was just a power-up, but I'll take it. And now it's gone. Well, you can see that I'm on my toes really, but I have to say I really enjoy this game. I think it's well balanced. There's a challenge to it, but I don't think it's unfair in any way. And the weapons mechanics, where you use either B or A button to fire your guns, is a cool way. And if you press both of them in the same time, you fire straight ahead. I think that's a cool. It works out very well, gameplay wise. And now I have the wanted poster, so I'm coming for you, ninja! Oh! It's already that time of the day where we engage with ninjas. Let's go for the machine gun. There we have him. He looks like more like a pirate, I'd say. And he got all the ninja shenanigans going on with disappearing in a smoke cloud. But my machine gun can deal with him. Take that! Oh dear, remember to breathe. Fat Man Joe with his bomb gun. Let's see. Another beautiful landscape. And a nice little tune playing in the background. And let's get a new smart bomb, so we can calm our nerves a bit. It's hectic as always, and there are even people in the water, making our lives very difficult indeed. What we have here. Oh, damn it. I never activated the smart bomb, so it was just a bomb and not very smart. A dumb bomb. But let's activate it now, so we feel a bit safer. The difficulty increases, of course. More enemies firing more bullets. At least that's the way I perceive it. Maybe you're seeing something different. Maybe I'm just whining. That has been the case before. Extra life, since I'm wasting them, I'm gonna need that. Let's get the horse. Oops, I accidentally picked up one of the skulls. Makes me a tiny bit slower, not noticeable really, and I'll get new boots and rifles power-ups in no time, I guess. Now, where is the wanted poster? Oh, my horse took a hit there. Sorry about that. I bet there is a wanted poster right here. Yes! And this is where we encounter the boss. I have one hit left on my horse. I like the machine gun. Oops. No hits left on my horse, but I'm gonna stick with the machine gun for now until I get, unless the screen gets very crowded, then I'm gonna use the smart bomb just for my sanity's sake. But look at that! I persevered. Oh, put a lightning on his wanted poster there. That's how cool I am. Oh dear, Fort Winggate. That's probably where the Winggates live, right? This is Mr. Winggate himself. And he has a machine gun, so it's gonna be a battle of machine guns. And I only get 30,000 for him. Okay, I wonder how this is going to look on the screen. It's a lot of details. And there are limitations to the system. So I hope you can look at this without going crazy. There's a new soundtrack playing, which is very gloomy and... I have all the weapons. And sets the mood, the seriousness of the situation, if you will. Oh, look at that. There we have our blue cowboy friend jumping around. Man, the screen is really crowded now. Mr. Winggate is throwing everything he has at me. But he has never encountered the likes of me before. Things I can do with my 6-shooter, which is obviously what do you call it? Limitless shooter, because I never have to reload. Haha. I wonder what those are supposed to be. Are they gravestones, or are they just little decorations to make the stage less accessible? I don't know. Would be fitting for a criminal overlord like Winggate to bury his dissidents and enemies right on the premise where he runs his evil corporation or empire, or what you should call it. But what do I know? I am a law-abiding citizen. Oh dear. What do you have in store for me? I already have all these, yeah. I don't know if this level is any longer than the earlier, but it definitely is more crowded. So our friendly villagers maybe appear more often to sell me stuff that I need in my fight against the Winggates. Oh, sorry there, horse. You took a hit. And you took another hit. I'm sorry. I didn't appreciate you enough. Come on. Oh dear, that's all she wrote. Let's use the smart bomb then. And if I am correct, this is where the wanted poster is. Yes. Okay, Mr. Winggate, I'm coming for you. And let's engage in a gentlemanly fashion, shall we? Damn it! That's my smart bomb. Now I am just a regular old man that can be hurt by bullets. And I shouldn't pick up skulls because they make me less alert and decreases the range of my guns. But anyway, I have 4 lives to spare. So if I can only get close to Mr. Winggate, I might have a decent chance of defeating him. Let's hope for that, at least. Is this where we... Yes, it is. This is where we engage him. And let's go with a machine gun. The machine gun has served me well in the past, and it helps me to deal with those enemies that can take more than one hit rather swiftly. And here we have Mr. Winggate. A formidable foe indeed. But he can be hurt like any mortal man. Down to his last square there. You might think that's it, but it's not, I'm afraid. Because here he comes again. Back with a vengeance. Come on. And there are even more sidekick. Damn it! I had a good flow there. So now we have to defeat regular Mr. Winggate first. As you can tell by the color of the goons, there are some limitations to the NES system, of course, so there's only so many colors you can have on the screen at the same time, so the goons have to be the same color as his vest or whatever it is, or his coat. Or... Okay. Let's deal with Winggate Mark II. Maybe they are brothers, who knows. And now the goons have a different color to their attire because Mr. Winggate does as well. Come on. Let's not F this up. Come on, one more. Please let me have this. Let me have this. Yes! Is that it? Yes! I did it! And I put a Harry Potter lighting right on his face. And I cashed in $30,000. Look at that. Gunman who arrived with a sunset into the town of Hicksville has defeated the Winggates. His braveness and skill has saved this town. Long after the gunman has left the town, people in Hicksville still remembers one brave gunman. Ah, that better do. The beautiful sunset still reminds the people of one brave gunman and how he saved the town of Hicksville. Well, look at that. Diachian Watskun and Kia Sitsucho, sorry if I'm botching those names, were the designers. And it's programmed by LHR. Special thanks to Capcom, the publisher of the game. Thank you indeed, Capcom. I had fun. So if I push start, it goes back to the very beginning, right? Let's just see if anything has changed. I keep my enormous wealth, but otherwise the game seems pretty much the same. The first level is obviously a lot less hectic than the later levels, so it's basically more of the same. Nothing wrong with that, but I am gonna just be satisfied that I beat the game and end it right here. So, see you in a second. Well, there it is, people. I beat one of my childhood favorites once again. I vaguely remember reaching all the way to the Winggates one beautiful day in my youth. I might have been 12 or 13 or something like that. I don't even remember, but I didn't suffer the defeat very well because I remember I burst into tears when I was defeated by Mr. Winggate, and then my friend trying the game for the first time and beat the entire game, and man, I didn't like that. And then a few weeks later, I beat the Wingates as well. It didn't feel very good because, man, I was supposed to do that before my friend, and I had played the game a lot more than him. But I did beat it today, and I feel very good about that, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like the clip, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel. And until I see you in a new clip, take care of yourself. Bye bye.